allowed special permission to return to bury his mother. Constantine, two of his children, and his sister Irene stepped off the private jet of King Hussein of Jordan in Salonika. He was later joined by his wife Anne Maria, a Danish princess, and his other 3 children. Constantine and his family have been in exile in London since 1976, when they fled Greece after an abortive coup against a right-wing military junta that seized power in April 1967. Constantine attempted a counter-coup but failed. After the junta was brought down in 1974, Greeks overwhelmingly voted to abolish the monarchy. His presence in Greece has been met both with praise and strong opposition. The opposition party, PASOK, said the surprise visit is a coup-like action and the government should have taken his passport. And one PASOK deputy called the visit a major provocation against the Greek people and added that the monarchy issue in Greece is closed and he should never have been granted permission to land. But government spokesman Βασιλευς said the ex-king's visit did not come in conflict with the 1974 referendum abolishing the monarchy. On Tuesday, Constantine and his 2 sons visited the autonomous monastic state of Mount Athos in northern Greece. He said on his arrival, "I am very moved to be at this holy place. I'm especially happy to have my 2 sons with me." His wife and daughters did not accompany them because women are barred from the Mount Athos Peninsula. Constantine repeatedly said he would not answer political questions, that Mount Athos is a holy place. Constantine left with a holy icon, a gift from the priests who live at Mount Athos. By Wednesday, as the ex-king arrived in Florina, a political storm was brewing. The government warned Constantine to accept the fact that Greece is a presidential democracy, and he must accept that. And PASOK MP Yorgos Lianas greeted him with words of, "You shouldn't have come to the area." But those words were drowned out by Constantine's supporters, who also began pushing Lianas. In Athens, Prime Minister Konstantinos Mitsotakis held a live press conference, taking a hard-line stand against the ex-king's visit, saying he must clarify that he accepts Greece's system of presidential democracy. The Prime Minister made it clear that the government will take any measures necessary to preserve the tranquility of the country. Later in the day, the government stopped Constantine from visiting an army guard post at the Greek-Yugoslav border. The ex-king has in the past tried to get involved in Greece's campaign to prevent its neighbor from using the name Macedonia, which Mr. Mitsotakis termed political interference, and he said does not match his claim to be here as a tourist. In a lateral political development, Minister of Defense Yannis Varvitsiotis threw vacationing Navy Commodore Vasilis Giannakakos out of the Greek Navy for accompanying the former king on his visit. Greek military personnel are forbidden from taking part in political events or in any events that might have political connotations. By Thursday, perhaps reacting to criticism from the Prime Minister and others, the former king was becoming more secretive, avoiding comments. The ex-king's presence in Greece continues to spark criticism from both the government and the opposition parties. When again challenged over his acceptance of the 1974 referendum, Constantine said he never disputed the validity of the vote. And on Friday, the most bitter blow of all came from northern Greece. A public prosecutor in Salonika ordered an investigation to determine whether former King Constantine has committed treason during his controversial visit here. In an exclusive interview with Antenna Television, he said, "Greece is a presidential democracy. This is not doubted by anyone." And amid calls from the opposition parties to have him stripped of his citizenship, he said he has no plans to cut his vacation short, that he wants his children to see their country of origin. And as the former king continued his cruise through the Aegean Islands, he was greeted warmly by many, some of them asking for pictures of the former royal.